What's up, guys? Welcome to THP. This is your boy KIREETI speaking. I'm joining with
Tariq.
Of course. This is the second episode of the podcast interview. I'm gonna be interviewing none other than co-founder of THP. Yes, you mean right. Yes.
My hype man.
Okay, let's get to it.
What did I know? You a fool's gold. Yes, I did.
Question one for you. Who are you?
My name is Tariq Eisa. I grew up in a small town called Ras Al Noura in Saudi Arabia, right? I did travel to many places. So, you know, I've worn many hats, literally. Southeast Asia, Middle East, and now North America, right? So got what you can say a diverse background. Growing up, I was very curious. I was a little, you could say, very inclined to breaking things and playing with them. So I remember very distinctly when my dad got me an Atari, and back then, you know, again, showing for my age, but instead of, you know, playing with it normally, I just actually opened it up, pulled it together, and then unplugged all these capacitors. And obviously, once you plug them out, they're not going back in, right? So my dad wasn't too pleased with that, as you can imagine, right? And so the next part should not be sent. But anyways, so that's basically, I think that's what led me into engineering eventually, that curiosity of how things work and how things are put together. And just as a disclaimer, I'm the only engineer in the family. Everyone else went to medicine, right? So
See, this was supposed to be my question as well, just to pull his leg. But anyways, you want to introduce that thing, so let's go with that. How did this happen? How did this happen? Your family is into doctorates and medicine side, and you came.
yeah, so my family have two classes of people, right? Doctors and failures. That's not how they see it. I'm joking, right? So how did I get here in sense of Canada, right?
Yes.
Well, again, I grew up in multiple, like I faced different cultures, different personalities growing up, going everywhere. So I didn't really pinpoint that I didn't ascribe myself to a specific location or area. I was just, you know, a free spirit, so to say, because we grew up as foreigners, and then we went to another foreign country, then I was another foreign country. But I realized that to grow more than I should get out of my comfort zone, I should get out of where I am. And so we did our research, and then we looked into Canada, and then we moved.
Whom you mean we?
Oh, we.
You want to introduce we?
Absolutely. So, father of two, my wife and I did our masters together. We met much before that, but we did our masters together, right? So, cool story.
The marriage?
Yes.
That's good to know.
So,
like I heard after marriage there's a divorce, but there's a studies as well. So good to know about that.
Stay busy, guys. So, we did our masters together, and she would, you know, so kindly prepare all these notes, and I would just come in, cram them last minute, and score better than she did.
We have all did it. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's basically it. And eventually I did my project management, because I was doing project management at the time, and then I moved into Canada, and that's how I'm here, basically.
So the question 3 will be, how this THP came into existence?
Awesome.
I've already answered, but I want to.
Cool.
All the audience want to listen from your side as well.
So whatever he said lies, right? This is the truth and the only truth. I met KIREETI in the gym. I saw a poor young Padawan struggling with the weights, and, you know, he clearly looked like he needed some sensei to advise him. Or, you know, I just put myself in places that I'm not supposed to be, right? I like to just butt in, and I was like, bro, you're doing that wrong. What are you doing? He's like, I'm bulking and cutting. And that was just like, no.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, there is no such. Yeah, I'm like,
Body recomposition, by the way, which goes on always.
please. Yeah, it's like I'm gaining muscle and cutting fat. I was like, how long have you been working out? And then, you know, we sat down, we had a discussion. I was like, bro, that's not gonna happen. So I did tell him, and at the time I also noticed that this guy is just overly well dressed, right? So I was like, you know what, mud. Yeah, overly. Like for me, I go to the gym with whatever I have on, whether I'm like done gardening, I'm relatively not fashionable, right? So so how it came, I was like, listen, tomorrow 5, be there, right? And 5 p.m. he was there. Next day he's like 7 p.m. and I think it was your rest day that day, right? Yeah, so it was actually his rest day, but just because he put a commitment, he actually stuck to it, and that's something I really respect him, because, you know, this day and age people are just very fluid or with their you know, timing, and so
Only talking, no actions.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And so basically, you know, I went to be his mentor in bodybuilding, and he became inversely a mentor in fashion. And we were like, hey, how about we take this to the big screen? And that's how we got
THP,
here, right?
So that's good to know about this thing. Can you tell me about what is your goal for the THP you want to give it to the audience?
Absolutely, thank you for that.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's going to be focused on fashion and fitness, right? And what we want to do is just basically give value, try to like break through all this noise that you see in social media about overly complicated terms. And for you, in terms of fashion, you also want to bring in like simplicity to fashion, nothing too complex, something easy that the average Joe can understand, and the average Joe could, you know, possibly take themselves and better themselves, whether it's be your health, you know, how you look, and your overall physique and fitness. And that's basically what we want to do.
This was the final wrap up. Stay tuned, by the way, guys. We have yet to show more. So see you next Sunday.
Yes, I did.